So there was a lot that we shared over the past 2.5 days. Feels like a month. And I always love when at the Beet Retreat, where they're quick and fast sessions and discuss really relevant topics that we're all dealing with today. So a plethora, everything from CTV and streaming, from identity and contextual targeting to signal targeting to, of course, AI and cookie deprecation. So there's always topical. And it's great to share everybody's perspective on all these topics. They're topics that we've been discussing for a very long time. And it's good to get everybody's perspective on what they see as what's the opportunities and what are the things they're most concerned about. So for me, what I think the opportunities are, I'm the eternal optimist, so I'm excited about everything. And everything is I think, an opportunity for us if we take it. But I would say for me, the top areas that I'm excited about, looking forward to, are the continued growth of CTV and marrying that with programmatic, the ability to target more. But I'm also very much so believing that we're not in a state where everything's going to be 100% CTV, that linear TV still has a role, and it's in a transition. So we're in a transition period, which is also very good and exciting to do. The other thing that I'm excited about is how we're continuing to leverage data. And we all know data is not new. There's been a proliferation of data over the past couple of decades, but it's really how do we harness all of it? And because there is so much that we could use for targeting, for developing insights, developing strategy, there's just a plethora of data out there. So how do you make most sense of all that data? And that's the third area that I'm most excited about, which is what's on everybody's mind is artificial intelligence, AI. And I'd say we're at probably first base when it comes to AI. It's, again, like data, it's been out there for a very long time. It's not new, but we in the industry are figuring out how to best harness it. And with the plethora of data that's there, how do you analyze it? How do you use it? And humans cannot manage all that data. So we do need help. We do need technology, AI, to help us interpret, understand, and use that data in strategies moving forward. So that's the third area I'm most excited about.
Is there a dark side anywhere, a dark underside, Carl, that maybe we should be aware of or look out for?
Yes, I believe that if in the area of AI, if we're too fast for adoption and we don't really look at how to best deploy it, it's not going to be effective. So by that I mean, how do we integrate AI into what we currently do? We all know it's not replacing humans. We don't have to be fearful of that. I'm not fearful of that. But if we rush to it without a concerted strategy, that's where I think we all need to be concerned. So just don't rush into an AI tool because it exists. For all companies, including my own, we need to think about what is that strategy, how do we integrate it in. I'm also still concerned about all the privacy. And because with all the data that is available, we still have to be concerned about how are we handling all of that from a privacy side. That's not going to go away. And I think it's incumbent upon us as in the industry to figure out ourselves before legislators do, how do we best protect and use data? Because it is very much so on the present and critical for our strategy, but we need to own how we're managing it. We can't let government tell us what to do.
Interesting. Okay, so looking ahead, is there anything that is top of mind for you or that you're excited about going into the coming year?
Well, as I said, I'm the kind of eternal optimist, so
Yep.
I'm excited about everything. But I would say, again, AI and how it's deployed is something that I'm personally excited about and look forward to. But it is really about how everything works together, how all the channels we have, the data we have, the ability to do more personalization and one-to-one targeting. You know, that is something, given my background in direct marketing, going back decades, we've always talked about, and we've used personalization. That's not new either. We were deploying it in direct mail decades ago. But it's how do we best do that effectively, the personalization, the one-to-one targeting and marketing, given the plentiful data we have and the access to technology like AI to make it increasingly more relevant. I love getting personalized, relevant messaging in my streams. I applaud it. And because I want to see information that's more relevant to me. So I think we're on the cusp, given technology, the proliferation of data we have, we're at the cusp of really moving forward with personalization and one-to-one. So that is another area that I'm excited about. That's where I started in the industry of direct marketing, doing a lot of mail. And I always say the best way to learn for the future is to look to the past. So we can learn as marketers so much from who preceded us in the days of one-to-one marketing. We didn't call it DTC, we called it direct marketing. But the principles of that direct marketing, the one-to-one consumer marketing, they're the same. We're just leveraging more data and more technology to make our messaging more relevant and to elicit greater response.